3rd and 11 now. Needs a first down.
Oh!
And he's getting sacked, and now here comes a big 4th down. It's huge.
It shortens the field, but it's interesting, only being up 3. This is big.
Needs 15.
Steps up, playmaker.
Cross.
That's huge.
First down problem. That's so.
What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to another video. And as you can tell by that intro, we've got a special gameplay on our hands today. We're going to be playing one of the GOATs of Madden, Problem Right, in the 50K Madrid challenge. If you haven't checked out my first video on this Madrid challenge, go ahead and check it out now. I played matches 1 through 4, including a belt winner in that video. I'll leave a link in the description. Now let's get on to the Problem Right gameplay. Giving you some context on that clip, I played Problem Right in literally my first tournament ever in Madden 18. It was a club championship back then. He was representing the Chargers in that tournament, and if you know me, I obviously represent my Raiders. So Chargers and Raiders being division rivals, we ended up matching up in the round of 32. And as shown in that clip, he ends up winning on a game-winning playmaker dot. So shout out to Problem for that. That was ice cold by him. Here we go. We're getting straight into this gameplay. We are going to be in this Jets offense like always. And Problem's going to be running a lot of this cover 2 defenses. Right here, we're going to hit him with that slot fade early. How this cover 2 is going to work is going to be one safety going this way, guarding, a deep half, and then the other safety going this way. So the holes of this defense are going to be the middle of the field, potential sideline, this sideline, of course, and then really just going to have to attack the flats and see if he's going to play hard flats or cloud flats. I'm going to be showing you guys more of that type of stuff with the arrows and, the icons, kind of showing you where my brain is at while I'm playing this gameplay. It's right there. He plays cloud flats, but he's going to bite down on this defender and take away this flat early. I could have thrown this slant, but, I had to see if he's going to peel back or, stay true to the flat. And I want to say this is like the 3-3 over flex for Problem. He's going to just sit in, Texas 4-man stunt, try to get a couple sheds, kind of, try to contain Cam Newton in the pocket. I will say a Problem honestly has a pretty good switch stick. I played him a lot in college football last year. I think a little bit of college football this year. And right here, this is amazing defense. We eye down R1. I thought we were going to get a nice possession catch, but he plays good defense and knocks it out. I could settle for a field goal, but just no way on 4th and 3 in this game can you settle for a field goal. And we are going to go slot fade to the left, streak to the right, and you see that deep half is in a dilemma. He cannot guard both of those routes at once. So this is a problem with cover 2, right? This deep half, if he switch sticks and takes away this, then maybe he gets to stop. But I have this route open, probably gonna have this route in this space, and there's just a lot of things to guard in a cover 2 defense. The line held up for me. He could have easily gotten in shed and sacked us, but with Gunslinger, I feel like I'm gonna be able to take more bombs and more chances over the top. Wait until you guys see what Problem is running on offense. And here we go. I-form slot close. Odell Beckham Jr. at running back. My man's Problem is glitching out here. I want to say his OBJ had to have been 94 speed on that Rams 50 theme team plus the Unreal moments. And he's going to no huddle as well. And here's the thing. He's still in a 3 wide receiver look with the one running back and the 1 tight end. So he's going to be able to audible to glitchy formations like bunch tight end and whatever else he wants to audible to. He's going to have this playmaker as well, and look at Problem. He's cooking up early. Plaxico Burress hits us with a spin cycle. And Problem with Cam Newton is a problem. I know in the older days, he used to use Cam Newton a lot. I used to watch his videos and see him cook with Cam Newton. So he definitely knows how to use this playmaker ability. Right here, he's going to playmaker. He kind of gets unlucky with the playmaker. Should have playmaker the tight end, but even with that, I still can't get Cam Newton on the ground. He's in I-form slot close or whatever this formation is called. Then he's going to audible to a 2 tight end set this time. So he's really good with the, before the play stuff. Subbing in an extra tight end, subbing in the receiver, getting this formation, getting that formation. His scheming and, his game plans are unmatched. I have to match his 7 with our 7. Right here, playmaker, tight end. Honestly, this is a very late read. We get a little lucky with that and inaccurate. Easily could have been a pick. I should have thrown it earlier than I did. And we're going to run this bunch tight end. Try to give him a different look. We're going to insta throw the drag. He played hard flats right there. You see what he's doing. He gets very aggressive. And with switch stick, you could definitely do that. But I will say he does love running this cover 2. Is right here. We had the slot fade again. We're just going to go with the underneath route, get our save 5 yards. But once again, cover 2 defense. We had the right slot fade. It's not open this time. But we noticed that his switch stick was going to take away the streak. and we throw OBJ for that post on that PA snag for the touchdown. I just want to say shout out to the O-line for blocking for so long. This play never happens unless we have 1, gunslinger, and 2, that O-line protection. The problem is going to be back in this I-form slot close, running with OBJ, and this drive you're going to start to notice how well the run game is in this match. Right here, audibles to 2 tight ends, a slot. We played great defense right there, and he's just going to go ahead and, get tackled for 5 yards. Cam is that crazy. Even when you play good defense, he's still able to, get out there and get 5 yards easily. Once again, in the A slot, he's going to run QB power this time. So you see the chess match that I have to play, the dilemmas that are at hand. I have to stop the run while also playing good pass D, and, it's kind of hard to do that. Notice that problem's starting to chew clock. He wants to take this whole half and get ball at half and double up. And mind you, he got ball with 30 seconds in the first quarter, so this would be an insane clock job if he was able to get it done. He's going to audible to this gun type Y off weak, and we put the contains on him, but it doesn't matter. We have players in the area though, and Ashton Davis, I'm telling you, this card is a beast. Makes a hell of a play, hits him with a user strip. I know QBs don't fumble in this game, but I feel like you still got to put yourself in a good position and slide no matter what. We get the lucky end of the stick right there. We will definitely take that. And it hurts him because he was in a clock managing situation. So all that time he just burnt was for nothing. And now I get to do the clocking. See, we're going to start to run the ball quite a bit on this drive. The run defense that he had, honestly, the defense that he had wasn't the best run defense. I started to pick on that. Shoot clock goes on. This is why I run jets. I'm trying to be the game manager. I got my 1 stop. It was a little lucky, but, here we go. This is what we do. Easy 15 yards with Jahmyr Gibbs on that inside zone. And once more, we're going back at it. Fred Warner has no chance at tackling Jahmyr Gibbs with human joystick. Right here, he decides to press up, get very aggressive. I expect, all-out blitz. He doesn't actually blitz, but there's a blown coverage. And I wanted to stay on the 1 yard line. I should have fell down, but we end up getting tackled into the end zone. Audibles to bunch tight end. He's going to run this auto motion. We're going to make some quick adjustments. Switch stick on. Good defense by me. I manned up the tight end. And then he's going to audible to this 5 wide. So Problem really has it all in his playbook. He's going to hit us with a nice crosser. I'm so close with Isaiah Simmons to picking that pass off. Once again in this 5 wide, and look at the play call right here. So nothing's open. It's great defense, and all of a sudden the delayed drag comes out of nowhere. Spin cycle. He really is an improviser. He goes out there, freestyles really, and it's very hard to stop freestylers, especially in this game. Right here, we're going to man up a couple people. A playmaker, I'm expecting it. That's great defense. He ends up throwing the ball away. Once again to the 5 wide. So I'm starting to notice he likes his 5 wide a lot when he needs to pass. Drag, just a bunch of random routes going all across the place. Very hard to keep up. An important thing right there is we make the tackle. He needs a touchdown in this scenario, and everyone knows that. So I'm playing more passive right here. We have the hard flat on the right. We get nice pressure by Lawrence Taylor. Could we get the sack? No, we can't, but he's going to force it up. Thankfully, he doesn't catch that with Plaxico. That could have easily been an ag touchdown. 4th and 2. So, this is a weird spot. He could easily kick 3. I could easily get the stop. I just don't want him to score a touchdown right here. So we play passive cover 2 defense. And, that's fine by me. He's going to take the field goal. We'll be up 11 at half. Went for the blitz and got a stop, but maybe I would have gave up a touchdown. And then, I get frustrated and so on and so forth. We'll just live with that. So back at it. Out of half, up 11, 21-10, and he's still going to run the ball with this OBJ. And once again, stretch to the right, and this time, he almost cribs it. Byron Young comes out of nowhere to make the touchdown saving tackle. Slot, this is fine by me. I could play a little bit better pass defense. He's going to roll out to the left. Couple playmakers, but, Trayvon Walker is there to make the tackle. And he's going to audible from the I-form to the gun 5 wide now. Double zigs. Good defense right here. Watch the playmaker. He gets an overthrow, though, and that's a nice little play. If it's a hard flat right here, it is a hard flat. He's going to just playmaker it in the no man's land. We get lucky on the overthrow. Once again, 5 wide, and, we're just playing decent defense. He has to make a forced read because we sent the blitz, and we just stayed true, right? I could have peeled off to the other drag, but, I'm like, okay, he's probably got his eyes set on one read. We just got to take away his first read. Play of the game so far, 4th and 7. This is why we run Cub defense. At this point, I could pass commit. I could do anything I want. I'm for sure not going to, expect a run play. We're going to send the blitz, and we get this stop. He's on the short side, so I really stacked the left side up with zones. We have a purple here to guard a corner route. we have this little hard flat that I switch stick onto to kind of guard this area of the field. He has this running back route open, but the thing is, it's going to the wide side of the field. A lot of space. My guys can make the tackle. We have this hook curl. We switch stick down, and he has a running back, but he just can't make the read. Lawrence Taylor comes in hot with that double or nothing. This is exactly where we want to be. Up 11 with the ball. I can make this 3-possession game and take away some of the clock. Right here, we're going to just dump it down to the drag, hit that spin cycle again, and Darren Waller's going to heat up here in a second. This is why you use spin cycle, man. You turn a 3-yard flat into a touchdown in the red zone. I mean, what else do you need right there? People get stopped in the red zone all the time. I said, no, I don't, because I have Darren Waller. We're going to go up 3 possessions. What a play by Waller. We're so accustomed to the running back flat routes that people sometimes forget about the tight end flat route. You know, the tight end flat route hasn't been good in a while, I feel like. But when you pair that up with that spin cycle, definitely make it broken. Cover 4 defense, we're going to make it like a cover 6 on the right side, hard flat to guard anything underneath. We're going to recloud because we see that he's going to run, you know, auto motion. We manned up the running back and he gets fried. 5 wide once again. I'm going to sit in this cover 6 again, just, you know, contain the defender. And, you know, we're starting to scream, get some crazy pressure out of this Cub defense. 4th and 1 right here, guys. And we're going to run man for like the first time all game. And Darren Waller fries DRC. Let's play happen. I'm like, you know what, bro? It is what it is. I was a little frustrated, but, you know, I knew I was still up a possession or two. Audible from the bunch X nasty that just had an offset to run this RPO. And there's just too many things he has to worry about in this Jets playbook. If you need help on offense and or defense, go ahead and check out the link in description to go get my school community guide. I'm going to be making a Jets ebook very soon, so be on the lookout for that. Defense, I think I've got something cooked up, so be on the lookout for that as well. Running back flat to Jahmyr Gibbs. Put the dagger in him at this point, and we are going to run this streak up the middle. He runs the cover 2 defense, and that's going to be ball game, chat. GG's in the chat. Malik Neighbors, top 100 card. Gonna get the job done. If you did enjoy that video, go ahead and like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe with that bell notification to catch all my newest and updated gameplays. After that gameplay, we were what, 6-0 I think on the Madrid ladders. We got some more gameplays in store, including game of the year potential matchup versus Wesley. So be on the lookout for that. I can't wait to drop that video. And thanks for the support, guys. I'm gonna be much more consistent now. I'm currently honestly enjoying the state of Madden and where it's at. I know there's a lot of broken things, but you know, I'm putting faith into them to fix it. Catch you guys in the next video. Till then, peace.